Hi Sunshines, go back to our channel. I'm LoriAnne.
And I'm LoriAnne.
And together we are MADCURLS. And welcome to the MADCURLS video. As you will see by the title, we are finally going to sit down and give you guys an update on the Curlsmith vitamins that we have been taking since November 2019. We started taking them. We gave you guys, I believe, a 3-month update, and then we meant to give you a 6-month update, but you know, life kind of happened and we didn't get there. So I believe we are on about 9 months now.
Right.
Yeah.
At 6 months, did we change up the therapy kind of? Did we add the elixir and the when did we add that?
Obviously there have been changes, and there have been other things we've been adding into the growth routine that are from the Curlsmith line.
Right.
I believe these are probably like at least 2 months.
You know what? I think I said I
Maybe?
think when we were thinking about it, I said I think that I am finishing up my 3rd month. Let me see, because because it was like.
So if you take it back, would that be May? No, or April? No, May, June, July. Or April, May, June, and then we're on 4th month, July. Okay, so you threw that in the mix.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So these are the Curlsmith vitamins, the Curlsmith Ultimate Lengths 30-day therapy. They are $30 for 30 days, and we started taking them in November when our hair was
at its worst.
At its worst, yeah. We had finished up taking Nature's Bounty, and these were sent to us, and we were like, let's give them a try because we trust Curlsmith, we trust the brand, we trust the ingredients that they used, and they look really good.
Yeah.
And we actually kind of immediately started seeing results. Like our hair really was the worst.
Yeah.
It was shedding. It was just really
it was very thin.
Busted. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very damaged, extremely dry. Breakage. It was not having a length retention, density retention. It was having no retention.
Yeah.
It was just constantly fairy knots, breakage. It was a mess. But I had used Nature's Bounty for years, swore by them. You know, like when you just get used to something, you almost kind of like don't want to. It's not like I was blaming them, but I just didn't want to kind of come away and experiment. I'm not really comfortable using brands because every brand seems like they either do a gel or they throw in some vitamins when all else fails.
Yeah.
And I just don't trust it.
Right.
You know, I could trust their gels, their creams, all of that, but when they make vitamins, like I'm not doing vitamins from any old brand.
So let me just make this clear, because I did see some comments on our 3-month update where people were like, okay, these were sent to you, kind of your bias. So here's the deal. So we did a collab video for the Curlsmith scalp care line as far as products. They did throw this in here. They sent us like the whole array, and we kind of could have done a video any way we wanted to, what worked for us, what didn't work. We ended up loving the whole entire line. Typically we don't dive into vitamins. So the products were sent. We did not have to do anything with these vitamins. If we did not want to do anything with these vitamins, we decided to try them, and we actually liked them, but we are not paid to give these a positive review. This is not sponsored in that sense that we have to give them a positive review.
Right. When you do say a collaboration with a brand, they send you the entire line in all fairness, so you can explain it all, because just because we might like 2 or 3 things out of the line, somebody else who our audience might have tried something else, and 9 times out of 10 you'll say, but did you try this, or you're gonna make another video doing this? So brands send the entire line, and then you can pick and choose. I like cherry pick and choose.
Yeah.
So as adamant as we were about vitamins, at that point, like, we were just throwing anything at the wall to see what would stick. Yeah. So I don't think you. So who said that? Like, we were buying, like, we have to convince you.
Yeah, it's like, the brand sent them to you, so like, you know, you're paid to say this. Like, no, they sent us the original ones that we tried that month that we tried, and then after that we buy these. We buy these from Ulta. So we buy them from Ulta, $29.99 a month, because they're that good. Yeah. They really are that good. It's hair growth, it's hair health, it's retention, and we saw all of that, and you guys saw all of that. Within the first like 2 or 3 months, you were like, your hair is definitely looking different. It's looking thicker. So the 3 month, if this is your first Curlsmith video, watch the 3-month one first, and you'll really see, you know, what we were talking about, even within like 3 months.
Watch the journey. There's like videos we have out there about kind of like our emotional journey. What do you do like when you're sad? Like, it was like a lot of it was pertaining to our hair. Definitely like lifestyle and like in our decisions and things in life and what we were going through. Right. But it definitely had a lot to do with the hair, because we were losing hair because we were so stressed out. So throughout the journey of last year, you can see the hair loss. You can see the thinning of the hair, and then all of a sudden it kind of like, and I hate that kind of like all of a sudden, like it's so like gimmicky, but it's not. I mean, the proof is seriously in the pudding.
It was, and our hair was definitely growing, like length, obviously, density for sure. It was dense in the roots, and the retentions, because I feel like the Nature's Bounty vitamins, they definitely, like, we took them for years. They were hair, skin, and nails. Our nails were growing, hair was growing, skin looked great, all that kind of stuff. But this does something for retention in the health of your hair. Our hair was shinier. It was definitely different. It did more than what Nature's Bounty did.
I don't want to oversell, because what I'm going to say is that however your hair grows, okay, these things, whether they're products, no one's a miracle worker, okay? But God is a miracle, okay? No, but seriously, no one is a miracle worker. And so my hair grows in density. So you guys do not see any length, because that's not what I'm here to talk about, the length. I'm talking about the density. It clearly is a density. That is what I was bothered with the most, because the last haircut that I got, I went like one too far, okay? Because I insisted that my hair be short, be short, be short, be short. Like it was like about that, maybe not quite that short last year, but I was determined to keep having this, like this very, very severe cut. And whenever I'd go back, I couldn't make it clear enough, and so they started going in. And so when they went in with the scissors, the density disappeared, and that's hard to get back. Like it's one thing to grow length, but it's a hard thing to kind of like grow
out.
Density.
My hair doesn't grow like that. My hair grows down, and I'm always going like this, or like my least favorite day is day 1. I need day 2 or 3 or 4 to really get the volume. My hair does not grow this way. It grows down. Let us know how your hair grows, but yours definitely grows out.
Yeah, that's what I miss the most. If you go back, to me, this is so reminiscent. You couldn't pay me to cut my hair right now. This is so reminiscent to me of the year of 2017, maybe 2018, when my hair was just really big. Like all those videos, my hair was just so big. I think I was finger coiling, and I just yearned for that density again, but like it was gone, and it takes a while. Like you can't, it's like when you want to go on a diet and lose weight, you can't just pick different parts of your body. It kind of like all works in this totality. So as my hair is growing, it's growing the way it grows, but I can't all of a sudden just have density. I mean, it takes months to grow density. And so like it finally, like the density finally
is coming back.
Definitely.
So the vitamins absolutely work, and they were working by themselves. 3 months ago, we threw some other products in the mix, which I'll say I didn't really throw them in the mix. I probably did it for like 2 weeks, and I'm just not dedicated to drops and things, scalp oils and stuff, like whatever, like you are. Like when you did the Jamaican Black Castor Oil 3-month challenge, you did that challenge.
I did.
Every day. Like you get dedicated like that. I don't. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Like I'll just stick with the vitamins. That's fine. You dived into these other Curlsmith products, which I
absolutely did. One is Curlsmith Scalp Stimulating Booster. And I put this in my hair in the morning. I put it in the scalp. I'm not an expert at applying products, so I just did what I thought would be kind of right. It's a smaller bottle, so of course you can't put it all over your hair, so you have to kind of like pick and choose and say, like every day I'm not going to be probably on the same track like the day before. I definitely kind of like work down my part, because you know I'm a woman of a certain age, and it's like I feel like my part is widening, so I would like work there. I work like around here, I kind of like work around my edges, and then I start putting it here because I want that density, and then maybe every now and then I like add a few little drops in the back, just to kind of like I want to like that density. So that was what that was for.
Right, which is exactly what it says. It says healthy, full looking hair starts at the scalp. So that's why this has the little spout. It goes straight to your scalp. And it says Curlsmith recognized that the beauty of hair, its visible thickness, density, and fullness begin at the scalp. And so that's all like about what like this product does. Like it's right at your scalp for your hair to have thickness, fullness, all of that density.
They both are, because don't forget, you know, the color, the blue. This is the scalp line.
Scalp care,
So everything. So again, once again, this is another. These are more drops for the scalp. So now these are full length density elixirs. So the length thing is like the length, but I like the fact that it said density elixir. So I felt like I had nothing to lose. I swore by the vitamins at this point, and I just wanted to add something extra. I noticed that the line had other things, and for some reason, like, we did not get these things, because I told you the brands normally send the entire line, but we did not get these, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder. Well, I'm telling you, like, the difference between, my hair was already blossoming, but when I added these, you can really see it. So now this is the time where I'm taking you guys now back through my, like, my quarantine journey, and so when I came back, I mean, I don't know how many people commented about you and your short hair and me and my long hair, you know, because it's obvious, it's clearly obvious that, what did you do? You know, this is what I did. I had nothing better to do, so this is what I did throughout that time.
So people might ask, what is the difference? Because like I'm sitting here right now and I'm thinking, like, what is the difference? So one's a scalp booster, this one's full length. I know this one is advertised with people showing how they like regrow their edges for it. Is this one more concentrated? Because they both say, you know, thicker, denser, fuller, and healthier. So would someone really need both? Like, what is the difference? Denser, thicker, fuller. Probably the ingredients, you know, or
I think that both of them worked in its totality. To separate them, I don't know, but that's easy for me to say because they were sent to me. So there is full disclosure.
Oh, so this one is at night, and this one's during the this one's during the day.
Exactly how I do it.
Okay,
exactly how I do it.
So this one, so the density elixir is at night, and the scalp stimulating booster is in the morning.
Yeah, and I never varied from that. I never varied from that. I didn't like one better and keep working on that one. I felt like they worked together. One was to stimulate the scalp. Stimulating the scalp to me means like tingly, like getting the follicles and things to grow. Not that I know anything about this, but this is just the way I kind of like envisioned it in my mind. So I definitely stuck to the program. So in the morning I definitely would do this, put it in, like I said, the spots, and then at night just a few drops. This thing is small. This is how many ounces? It says two fluid ounces. Yeah. So, but can you believe that this, seriously, and I was extremely generous with this, but this lasted me like almost like exactly like 30 days. And I felt like if it didn't, then I still had like, it was like a 3-month regimen to get you started, like almost like the vitamins. They always say give it 3 months at least. So give this 3 months, and I did. And so I felt like
the first ingredient in that is castor oil.
Yes.
So the castor oil is not in this one. So definitely, like, if you're interested in these, like, go to like the website. We'll link it down below and just kind of check out both of them, either one. It depends on how I feel like dedicated you are to the health of your hair, growing it again, whatever you're trying to regrow, or density, fullness, thickness, whatever you're trying to do. They definitely are different. One's night, like, one's day. The ingredients are different.
I feel like I'm like the walking experiment. I did it textbook exactly the way. Now, if you vary from this, then your results are your results. But I did it textbook because I wanted to show you guys exactly, because I am a little skeptical about things like this. The vitamins, to me, I've been doing vitamins for years, so I believe in vitamins. I switched brands, and I saw immediate results, so I was very pleased with that, because I like to see results. Who doesn't? You try something new, like you want to see. I was so surprised by that. I asked the owner, I'm like, could it possibly, is it true? And I mean, am I seeing what I'm seeing? And he's like, yeah, no, you really are. And I'm like my hair is growing. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, is 2 weeks too soon? And he said no. So at that point, my hair was growing. I asked the question, he answered it. So I saw what I saw. That was the results. This, it was sent to us. Who wouldn't use something, you know, again, to encourage hair growth? You know how like it's never enough for people, like you're never satisfied. So I couldn't be satisfied with just the vitamins. Now I just want more and more, you know. So I'm like, okay, I already knew that the vitamins worked, but now I needed to see superior results, and I have. I absolutely have. You have to see me before the quarantine, and then after. I mean, it's obvious, like the length. So like, how long were we on lockdown? Like, probably about 3 months, right?
Yeah, we were. And then we kind of took like a month and a half, little hiatus there. And when we came back with where have we been? Somebody was like, all this happened in a month? Like, I'm like, has it been a month? It's only been a month. I think it was like almost like 2 months.
And then
people were shocked.
Yours, because you.
Yeah, I gave you mine.
Don't mess over them. Like, if you're not going to do it right, you know, like textbook the way I'm doing it, don't be messy. Like, just hand them on over. You know, and everything will be
I actually ended up adding some of my drops into like my nightly detangling oil. Like, I was like, I'm like, it'll get in there somehow. Like,
Yeah.
no, I gave up. I was like, no, I can't. I can't. I'm not that dedicated.
It's almost like, like when you have a bag of potato chips and somebody says, can I have one? Like, what is one gonna do for somebody else? Like, let me just have my whole bag to myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, don't just like piecemeal. Don't just like be messy over them. Like, I am really sticking to this course. I'm really trying to see if these work. So if you're really not gonna take it seriously, then hand them on over. And you did.
Yeah.
So now I'm, like I said, I'm rounding the 3rd month, I believe. If not the 4th, I don't know, because you handed me the bottles over, and so like there's like so many now, like I won't run out for like another 2 months or something like that.
Right.
But I believe, what did I say? No, this morning I probably said, I said, because they're not giving these things away. I said, I don't know if I would buy them. They worked, and I was blessed to have them, but would I buy them?
The drops and all that?
Yeah,
the vitamins
absolutely.
do it. The vitamins do it.
Do enough.
But
for
I
me.
feel like if you're like balding, or if you have like, I don't want to say balding, 'cause that's extreme, but if you have like thin edges or like something like that, then maybe something more concentrated right on that spot.
Yeah.
But just to kind of do it, just to do it, I feel like the vitamins are enough for hair growth, health, and retention. By themselves, they're fantastic by themselves. But if you need something more concentrated on a certain spot, then maybe the drops or the booster or whatever, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I want to be completely transparent with this because I am 53, will soon be in a few more days. And so because of that, as you get older, you have the hair loss. And then for those that suffer from male pattern baldness, which we do in the family, and I've been very vocal about that on this channel, about that, where, as a woman, it's called male pattern baldness, but it's the way, like, I guess men bald, perhaps. I don't know. I know it runs in the family, but I knew like around 40-ish, my hair starts like thinning in the top. That's what made me go natural, because I wanted the fullness to mask that. So I do notice that it's still widening the part. So I think that's something like innate, like that's nature. Like, I don't think it can surpass that, which I was kind of hoping that it would, but it didn't. But everything around it, has grown. Everything around it has lengthened. Everything around it has become dense. So it makes it easier for me to hide it. But the parts that I'm concerned about, I still see the thinning. It's thinning more and more. You can see my scalp more and more. It is what it is. So I'm not going to tell a story. No, it did not help the male pattern baldness aspect of this. But it definitely helps the hair around it, and made all that kind of like swallow up that and kind of like hide it better.
Okay.
And so I appreciate that part of it, because if I didn't take these, then like all over my hair would be thinning, and then I wouldn't have any. I'd be like a man what takes a toupee and like try to sweep it over. So I'm glad that the fullness is kind of like encapsulating that that thinning of my hair. So I appreciate that.
Okay. So if I had let my hair like keep going on, so people might be saying like, we can't really get a gauge on LoriAnne's hair because she cut it. So the thing with the vitamins is that they're not miracle workers, I feel like, for damaged hair. And my hair obviously had been highlighted. It had like bouts of shedding, so it was super thin on the bottom. So after the 3 months, the 4 months, the 5 months, the 6 months, my hair was growing, and the thing was that I wanted to take my bangs, and like my bangs are not growing. Once I started taking these vitamins, my hair was coming down, and I was able to flip my hair to the side, which is what I wanted. So my hair was growing healthy from the root. As you can see, this is all coming out of my scalp right now. My hair is shiny, curls are tight, it's healthy. But everything that the vitamins were helping were coming out from the root.
Yeah.
But everything down here that was already on my head, it wasn't doing anything for. So I was like, oh my gosh, length, whatever, like, because my hair was coming down, but all of this was still unhealthy. So I felt like I was saving my hair, and I was, in a sense, like up here was coming down, it was getting long, but my hair started going back in the other direction, where all these damaged parts were shedding very bad. So it was thick here, thick and nice, and just thin all here, and so it had to go. Yeah, it wasn't. These vitamins weren't gonna bring everything like not attached to my scalp, like, or right at the root, or my new growth. It wasn't going to bring all of this back to life. So it had to go, because this was starting to look real healthy, and all here was just super thin and just damaged highlights, stringy hair, witchy, as you were calling it. Your hair looks very witchy. And it didn't look good.
I think we're not alone in the journey of the hair loss. When you lose your hair, or you're seeing that you're losing the hair, or you're shedding hair, you try everything. You try shampoos, you try elixirs, oils, hot oil treatments, that Huda dryer, what was that dryer, that steamer. I mean, you try everything.
You renew?
The curing is one thing, but no, isn't there like a dryer that begins with an H, like it's a Huda dryer, hooded dryer, something?
Okay.
Like a steamer. It's like
okay.
Something. It begins with an H.
Okay.
I'm never too far from like the truth of it all.
Someone will probably say it in the comments, but LoriAnne's talking about or whatever.
Exactly. So you try everything. I know that when I was losing my hair was thinning and it was coming out. I tried everything. I remember when I was spending like $250 at Sephora on like a white line, like I needed an ethnic line, but I just felt like because I spent this money, like my hair would grow, and I took that stuff back within a week, because at that point, within a week, I realized no amount of money is going to make my hair grow. This stuff has got to go, and that's when I big chopped in 2016.
Yeah.
So you try everything, but you have to keep things in perspective.
Right, because at first I was like, the vitamins were working. Why aren't they working? Like, I don't know what was happening. Maybe my hair had kind of recovered in a sense, because you guys know, like, I'm able to like recover my hair, but like the bottoms, like they were just starting to go again. And when I actually thought about it, I was like, I know I didn't think these vitamins brought these dead ends and stuff back to life. Like, that doesn't make sense. But everything that was coming out of my root was super healthy and super nice, but everything else was just laying limp and busted.
Brought it to the surface because it was so healthy coming from your root that it might have just pushed it, accelerated the speed of you noticing it, because your hair was growing so rapidly that the dead hair was just dead. The other hair was just so healthy, because I mean, you cannot like not see the health. I mean, like you only get this kind of health
and curls,
like when you big chop. Like I just remember the days when I big chopped. You know, no matter how many shampoos, conditioners, oils, and all that you put in your hair, you just never get the initial big chop health of your hair. It all grows evenly. It all grows in all around at the same time. I mean, you have to big chop in order to get that kind of growth, and then after that it comes on down. When you try to piecemeal it, you know, like the pieces need to be
trim
grown
here, and here, trim there. It's just like
you gotta just like kind of like big chop and let it go start all
again,
over again,
which my hair desperately needed. I mean, took me like a year to make that decision. Like, okay, no, I gotta cut it. So
but it's so healthy. So I think,
and I'm still taking the vitamins. Which my hair is gonna grow, but I definitely do plan on cutting it back to this every time it grows. Like, this is what I want right now. So when it starts to get all like misshapen,
because it's so healthy. Why do people think that healthy hair is length? Like, your hair is so healthy and it's super short, but you can just see. I mean, it is so vibrant. It is so shiny.
I mean, someone was like, "You cut all your beautiful hair." Like, didn't you guys see the before pictures I posted? Like, it. Maybe you're still stuck, because I mean, there's tons of videos on this channel. She might have just come from a video from like 2017 or 2018 when my hair was like in its prime. Before like it started shedding and protein overload and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, you would cut that. You know, why would you cut that off? But if you're up to date on our videos, like y'all would see, it was just no.
Tonight there was a video. And I said, "Oh my God, look how different we look! Like I'm like thinking to myself, look how young I looked, and your hair. Oh my God, it was just like all swooped over, and in the cover photo, just cascades of hair. And your hair does not look like that, I guess, since that video, kind of. And that it's called, I think, My Mom Cuts My Hair. And just look at the fullness of that, and then start from that journey, start right from there, and then follow our journey up until the beginning of 2020, and then you'll see.
Or the As I Am video with the brown backdrop. The very first As I Am video we did, like, I always wanted to recapture that hair. I can't even watch that video. I used to not be able to watch it because I'm like, oh my God, my hair won't go back to that. Funny. That one video, that As I Am one with the brown backdrop, the first one we did, I think we went through like 25 products or something. Like, we showed all these As I Am brown packaging products. My hair was just everything. And once it started like shedding from stress and different things that were going on in our personal life in 2018, once it started shedding and falling, I was never able to kind of recapture that and bring it back. Like, it just,
that's the point that I'm making, that you cannot piecemeal the growth of the hair. Like, you shaved it all off basically just to just to speed up the conversation, and so now it's starting all even all over, and so now it'll grow out from your scalp all at the same time, you know. But whereas when your hair is already growing and there's like loss here, loss there, this part is growing, this part maybe never fell out, this part did fall. I mean, it's messy. You have to start fresh, and it's just like a beautiful job. But you can see definitely that it's healthy from the scalp. So
more things about these vitamins. There have been questions on whether they break us out or make our hair in other places grow super fast. I've never broken out from taking these vitamins. I've never broken out from taking them. I don't have to have food on my stomach when I take them. They're not like harsh on the stomach like that. Like the Nature's Bounty ones, I had to make sure I ate before I took them, or else my stomach would be killing me. these are very, I feel like, sensitive on the stomach. They don't bother my stomach whether I have food or I don't have food. I've never broken out from them. And you always say you're not a hairy person, really.
No.
I get, hair on my arms and my legs, and I feel like that every time I get in the shower, like every day, I see like little underarm sparseness comes out. So I don't know if that contributes to it, or if my hair, I'm just a naturally like hairy person. But it's not like I'm waking up and I'm a hairy beast. Like I'm just hair all over like a werewolf or something. It's not going to grow like that. It's nothing unmanageable where you can't take a razor and just shave your head, shave your underarm, shave your whatever you shave. Like it doesn't. I don't feel like it's that serious. Your eyebrows are bushing out and you're growing a mustache or a beard. It's not that. It's not like that.
Yeah, I think if you have the propensity to grow hair everywhere, then maybe this would accelerate that, because again, it's like dieting. You cannot pick and choose where you're going to grow hair. You don't pick and choose where you're going to lose weight.
But it's not overnight. It's not manageable. Where if you see your little mustache hairs growing, just shave them off. So.
I'm always dermaplaning. If anybody's ever heard of dermaplaning, like it's like a very, very, very thin, sharp razor, and I just kind of like the peach fuzz on your face, you just like
I always get like extra hair like here, like not even baby hairs. It's just like dark hairs like here or above my lip or whatever. Just like I mean, it's worth it.
Speed of that,
my nails definitely grow in.
Yes,
my nails definitely grow. But I mean, a little bit of hair growing in other places a little bit faster I think is worth it to me, to have healthy hair retention, length, density, all that. So I mean, again, it's not overnight. You're not falling asleep and waking up and looking like a werewolf. Like it's not like that. It's not manageable. But I think that these companies or brands do the testing for us. Yes, I've seen different channels that say just grab some biotin and get some place and sit down, and that might work for people. For years it worked for me because I wasn't aware, but now that we have like our own natural hair channel and we know more. I always say when you know better, you do better. So now we know more. Yes, biotin worked for them when I didn't know any better. But now that I know better, I like the fact that they cocktail different ingredients and give the best of what's out there for hair growth. Yes.
Because it clearly works. Yeah. And I appreciate that. And but to each his own.
Yeah. Keratin, biotin, collagen. I think when we spoke to the owner, they said typically maybe some of those are separated. Like, you take biotin here and take keratin over here and collagen, a different pill or whatever. But like it's all in one. It's all in one pill that you take. You take 2 a day. And
2 a day, yeah, that's what I like about that. I think the other one was 3 a day, and they were like just very, very vitamin-y.
Oh, you open the bottle and you smell them,
yeah. Sometimes, like, I'm such a baby, like I just do not like taking vitamins or pills or anything, so I'll put pills in my mouth and then take forever to make my way downstairs to get juice, because I can only take them with juice. Like, you could take things with water, I cannot at all. I can barely swallow pills. And so, and I'm like I said, 53 years old. It's like way too big and way too old.
I think you prefer a smoothie, something nice and thick.
I do, so you don't feel like the sensation. Like, I just can't. But I'll put them in my mouth and make my way, maybe to the bathroom, talk to Spencer in his room. I kind of like hide them under my tongue. And by the time I get downstairs, sometimes I have to be honest, the capsule might have come open, but it's not a gross vitamin taste. I'm just like, oops, like it's got like little powder. It tastes like a little earthy, little fresh greeny, like whatever, to me, what green would taste like, that's what they would taste like. But no, that's not what it's meant to do.
You're a unique one. I was going to say, can anybody relate to that? Because all I know is I pop stuff in my mouth and I'm scared it's going to dissolve. So I swallow it as fast as possible. Because I don't want nothing dissolving. And
I carry pills in my mouth forever because I'm thinking, it's a mental game. I'm thinking, and you know how I always I put them in my mouth and then I go.
Literally, that is her. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, just throw them back, swallow, and that's it. But she's like, seriously, it's like 6 or 7 times. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm hoping that's gonna go down like through osmosis or something.
Like, it literally
makes no sense. And I got it from my mother because Gam does the same thing.
Like, oh my god, I think today I was talking to you, or I asked you something, and you were like, I'm like, so she must have pills in her mouth or something, and I'm just like I'm waiting for you to say, okay, Tay, and it's like. 60 seconds later, I'm like still waiting for. I'm like, she's still in there, like taking her, but like,
I don't know.
I can't
I can't ever not do it. Like, I've done it for so long. I just, even if they could go down, I just still have to do the throwing my head back thing.
She's just...
I don't know.
Moral of the story is
yes.
we are still taking Curlsmith vitamins 9 months later, and they're still as amazing as they were month 1.
Yes, and then I added a little extra, and I think you can see the difference, the density, and I think it accelerated. Granted, I feel like there is other parts of what I've done because I do things. I am proactive. I don't wait for the damage to occur. Not after all those years ago, and my hair was very, very damaged. So now I try to stay ahead of it, and so I do things. I've told you guys I do Afro-G, so I stay with that every 6 weeks, and I feel like that's contributed to it. I think it's all in its totality of hair growth, patience, time,
patience.
You know, definitely not all of this wash and goes. You know, every 5 minutes, get all these videos like we did the first year, and so I think it's all of it encapsulated. But I can speak from experience that when I was doing all that before and taking Nature's Bounty, I did not have the result that I had with these, and definitely during the quarantine, and I added these extra things, I definitely saw the result. It seemed like it accelerated it, the density, like it popped at that point.
Definitely.
Could it have been the time? Who knows? Like we'll never know. But I definitely see the results. I can only speak to what I've done differently.
So feel free to do your own research. All products will be linked down in the description box. But we just kind of wanted to update you guys because we do get questions. You know, are you still taking Curlsmith vitamins? I'm thinking about taking them. The whole entire Curlsmith scalp care line is amazing, from their cleansers to their treatments. It's my favorite Curlsmith line. I love every product.
What I don't like
products are amazing.
Are people that look to complain. Let me just touch on this really quick because I saw one time in the comments that Curlsmith was ripping them off. That the vitamins came up uneven. Yeah, they do. The box contains 60 vitamins, and the way they're out on the card, you pop out 2, you pop out 2, you pop out 2, you pop out 2. And for some reason at the end, that like the first week or whatever, or the second, whatever you finally finish the first card, you do pop out 1 and you gotta go to the next card. Okay, they're not ripping you off, they're not cheating you.
All 60 are in here, but it is weird. You might finish a card and like pop 1 out for that night and then have to start a new card and like pop the next one out. It is very weird. Yeah,
eventually it all meets up.
It doesn't meet up.
Even by the time you take it on the last night, you're taking your 2 that are supposed to be there. So I hate the people that rush to judgment, that are so quick to accuse companies. They ripped me off, I'll never use them again. You know, they dripped me out of vitamins. No, if you count, you'd see that they didn't. Count.
Well, end on that note. Count.
That annoyed me.
Okay, I missed that. I missed that one. But all 60 are in here. They are amazing. We are still taking them. They're very good. So let us know what you think about these vitamins, if you take vitamins at all, or if you've tried these. We know people have reached out to us like, oh my gosh, I've tried them on my 1st month, I'm on my 5th month, my 3rd month. You guys put me on. So let us know if we've put you on. And thank you so much for watching this video, and
we shall see you in our next video.
Bye.